So I went to a book sale, where it was $15 per bag, $30 for collectible books. This is the $15 bag. Oh, you're fine. You want tummy rubs. Anyway, first book I got is Paul Meridian by Grace Flahive. I think that's how you say it. Sounded pretty interesting to me. So, because it's all about this like utopian type world, like everything's happy and all that. And then I literally have no idea what this is even about. It's called Dirty Little War by Dietrich Kaltais. Not sure how you say it, but it's an ARC, which is an advanced reader's copy, which means you get it before the book is published. And I have quite a few of those.
You get it before the book is published. What does that mean?
So an ARC is basically like the publisher, the author will send out books to like some people, whether they're like influencers or stuff like that, to read it before the book is published, so people can kind of get reviews and stuff like that. And then once the book is published, they can, if they have an interest in it, they can get it. So I have quite a few of those. Some are from book sales, some are from like giveaways that I've won on Goodreads and stuff like that. Some are from Goodwill.
And how do you know they're marked?
Yeah, it'll always be marked in some way, and this one has a barcode, but it almost always won't have a barcode on it.
What's the sticker say?
This just says advanced reading copy.
Okay.
So, then I got Stone Mothers by Erin Kelly. Yeah, it sounded interesting because it's about like this girl. Basically, she runs away at 17, leaving behind her family, her boyfriend, all of that. And then it says in the body that her and her boyfriend buried. And so then she has to come back to take care of her mom who's dying. And she doesn't want her secret to get exposed and have her husband and kids leave her and all this stuff. So it sounded really interesting. And then The Pink Suit by Nicole Mary Kilby. This is kind of based on, I'm going to say Janet Jackson. What is her name? What's JFK's wife's name?
Oh man. Jackie.
Jackie. I knew it was a J. I don't know why I was thinking Janet Jackson. Anyways, but this is kind of based on that. But it's basically, it's like historical fiction where it's like the people who made her outfit.
Yeah, the outfit looks similar.
It's like the people who made her outfit, like their point of view and everything, and their process in making it, and then the events happen and all that. So I was like, that sounds interesting. And then I got Negroland by Margot Jefferson. This is a autobiography memoir about this woman, her life growing up in the 40s and 50s as a black woman living in a rich family. So it's like they have wealth and stuff, but they're still oppressed because they're black. So it's like her kind of navigating her life, having some privileges, but also not still living in segregated United States and all that. And so it sounded really interesting. And then I got I'll Take Your Questions Now, What I Saw at the Trump White House. It's basically about this woman. She used to work in the White House with Trump in like 2017, 2018. And basically she kind of talks about like lies he's told the public and stuff like that. And so I'm like, I'm gonna read that. So, and then I got The Payback by Kashana Cauley. It just kind of sounded interesting because this woman basically gets fired from her job, and yeah, she basically kind of low-key goes crazy. And then I got RuPaul's book.
Mm-hmm.
Sounded interesting. I was like, why not? The House of Hidden Meanings. So, I mean, I don't watch RuPaul's Drag Race or anything, and I don't really know much about him.
I remember him when I was younger than you, when I was in high school.
Yeah. But I was like, I've seen like clips from like the 90s and stuff of him with like drag queens and trans women and stuff like that. And so, I don't know. Plus, I know like he's made a huge impact for like the queer community. And so I'm like really interested in reading about that. And then this I got from Mia, Message in a Bottle by Nicholas Sparks.
Ah, does she know? Has she seen it?
I called her. I was like, do you have this book? And she was like, no. So, because this is like one of her favorite authors.
Yeah.
And so I saw Nicholas Sparks, and this lady takes like 3 of his books, and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
I obviously didn't say anything, but she left this one, and I'm like, I'm gonna take it.
Yeah.
So that one's from Mia. And then I got Noah's Compass by Ann Tyler. I have one book by Ann Tyler called The Amateur Marriage. I haven't read that. Obviously, I haven't read this. But it's Bobo. Stop. But it sounded interesting because it's about this guy. He basically wanted to do kind of like more with his life. Bobo, come on. Sit. Here. He's inspecting the books. Can you lay down? Sit. Bobo, sit. Sit.
You're in the way, Bo.
Bobo. 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 Lay down. Lay down. There we go. Anyways, but it's about this guy. He basically wanted to do something with his life, and then he ends up becoming like a elementary school teacher. And so basically it's about him going into retirement while also regretting not doing what he wanted to do, and it sounds pretty interesting. So, and then there's The Vixen by Francine Prose. I don't even know what this is about.
You just like the cover.
I just like the cover. And it pretty much what caught my eye was it said 1953. Anytime. Bobo, stop. Anytime it's had anything to do with like the 50s or the 30s or something like that, I'm probably gonna get it. So, and then I got Wade in the Water by Liani Nkrumah, I think is how you say it. I could be pronouncing that absolutely horribly. So, yay. But it's set in the 80s, and it's basically about this like young girl. She's like navigating, even though it's the 80s, she's like navigating like being a young black girl in Mississippi, and still having to deal with like racism and all that. And so basically she begins like a not like a romantic relationship, but like a mentorship type of thing, like with her teacher. And basically like her teacher is like teaching her all these like lessons and about like life and growing up, and so it's not really interesting. Then I got Supersario by Maryam El Medati. I don't know if this is a memoir or not, but it like, cause it says a novel, but yeah, I have no clue. But it's basically about this girl. Her and her family are from Morocco, and then when she's a kid, they moved to somewhere in the Caribbean. I don't remember where. But yeah, it looks like it's pretty much just kind of like about her life. So I don't know. I don't know. I just kind of started grabbing books.
It's okay. You got to fill up the bag, get your money's worth.
This one is called After the Falls by Catherine Gildener. Basically, it just kind of seems like this is about her life growing up in the 60s and being a teenager in the 60s. So, yeah, it sounded interesting.
Cool.
And then I was gonna get this online, and then I found it.
It's missing the cover.
It doesn't have the jacket to it, but it's called The Flat Share by Beth O'Leary, and there was a show. I think it only lasted for like one season though. So I don't know, but it's all interesting because it's about like these two people. One of them, like they share a flat, they share an apartment, where one of them lives there during the day and one of them lives there during the night, and they kind of alternate while never meeting. And then I got Only Child by Rhiannon Navin. Basically kind of what I got from reading this, like glancing at the synopsis, is it's about this first grader. There's a school shooting that happens, and he basically has to kind of like help his parents navigate after that. And I think he might have lost a sibling or something, just from the title and kind of reading what it's about.
I'm surprised you remember what all these books are about.
So, yeah.
But yeah, he does.
And then I got The Portable Platonov. It's basically just a collection of this guy's work. What's his name? His name is Andrei Platonov. He's probably like Russian or Ukrainian or something. It's a Slavic name. Yeah, but it looks like it's just a collection of his work and all of that. So I have no clue who he is, but I'll find out when I eventually read it, if I get to reading it. And then I have A Sweet Death by Claude Tardat. So, literally, not gonna lie, the first thing that caught my eye was that this girl commits suicide by jumping off a rooftop in Paris. So, that's the only thing I read, and I was like, I'm getting it. So, yeah. And then I got The Icon and the Idealist, which is basically about these two women. They kind of had a rivalry with each other, and because of that, it's like, at least from kind of reading it, it seems like that rivalry basically brought to the process of like modern day birth control and modern day like women's health and stuff like that. So, and it sounded really interesting, and I found it in the gender studies section. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna educate myself. Anyways, and then I got Racial Paranoia by John L. Jackson Jr. This is just all about race and the civil rights, the decriminalization of segregation, and basically like the effects on white people and people of color and all that stuff, and like navigating a desegregated America and stuff like that. So, and then the last book for the $15 one is A Constant Summer and Endless Winter, a City Split in Two. I think that this is literally just called A City Split in Two, but
we're recording.
But that's kind of what it says on the cover. Basically, what I'm getting of this is it's two different towns. They used to be one, and it's one person in one town, another person in the other town. They travel to meet each other, and they're trying to basically bring those two towns back into one big town and like unify and stuff like that. So,
Nice haul.
yeah. Now, for the $30,
You should have really filled that one up.
I should have. I regret not.
Look at that. It's not even halfway full, is it?
No.
Yeah.
I could have really felt so much more. And I still regret not getting that Play-Doh book.
Well, now you know. Yeah, man, you got so much room in that bag.
Yeah, I have a lot.
I thought I taught you from the last time.
So, I got the Prospector by Ralph Connor. When did this
That's
come
an
out?
old book.
They're all older books. Came out in 1904.
Wow.
And then I got Count Belisarius. By Robert Graves. This one came out in 1938. And then I got Rainbow Island by Edna A. Brown. This one came out in 1919. Do I already own The Great Gatsby? Yes. Did I get it again? Yes.
It's a different year, though, right?
Yeah.
A different edition.
I'm gonna see when this one came out. Because I have not looked.
We were just looking at that yesterday.
1953. So I'm assuming that's going to be with these two, because they look very similar. This one is The Last Tycoon by F. Scott Fitzgerald. 1941. And then I got Tender is the Night by F. Scott Fitzgerald. (1962). And then I got The Lost Heir of The Lost Heir of Linlithgow. This one is 1872.
Wow. 1872. I want to touch that book.
I couldn't tell if it
This
said
is
1812 or
old.
1872, but
Wow.
I'm pretty sure it says 1872.
Is that the last one?
This is the last
Oh,
one.
man, you should have
I
loaded
could
that
have
bag
filled
up.
so much.
Anyway, live and learn.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Next year.
Yes.
1908.
1908.
Old Wives for New by David Graham Phillips.
Nice.
And I really should have gotten that Play-Doh book.
Wow.
It was like this thick, and it was pretty much almost all of Plato's work.
Mm-hmm.
I already have the Republic and the Symposium. I've only read the Symposium, but I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So I should have gotten it.
Well, now you know what you're looking for, but it was an older one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Right,
I think it said it was like 1927, 1928.
But this one from the 1800s. Wow. Anyway, great haul.
Yay.